good morning this morning, and it rained all through the night. Probably still minus something right now. Tim took a bit of a pounding from the rain and the wind, but we're all good. There's a bit of condensation inside, but I suppose that's a good sign because it means I was warm. Anyway, time for a coffee, get dressed, pack up, and hit the road. Remember what I said about rain? Well, it looks like overnight it decided to turn into snow, which was forecast, but I thought I'd notice the change. Well, there we are, the first night in the snow. Okay, so it's just gone 7:15. I'm packed up and I'm on the road to Streatley, and it's snowing. Right, now, despite the snow, I'm really quite warm. Anyone who knows me knows how significant the absence of gloves is. Of course, it's fairly easy to stay warm when you're carrying 25 pounds on your back, but the weather is also, thanks to the snow, milder. So this is really pleasant, even though I'm tired from the last few days, and it just looks beautiful. I also think I just saw a fox evading me over there, and it's just lovely. I'm glad I'm here. Okay, quick progress update from yesterday. I started the morning here in Sparsholt Firs, and I walked past Ridgeway Castle, Lord Wantage's monument, which wasn't as large an erection as I've been led to believe by photographs, and continued down along here to somewhere around about here, where I camped in a field because I was knackered. And since getting up this morning, breaking camp, I've covered that distance, which is roughly probably about 4 kilometers, which is good. So maybe another mile or so, well, a couple of miles, and I'll be in Streatley, and then Goring over the river, and then coffee and some breakfast. Goring, you are a sore disappointment. I get here at 9 o'clock and nothing is open. The earliest cafe is 9:30. The only one that I've found is at 10, and that's it. Oh, there's a kind of a corner shop that I went to. Nobody else in there. Stood at the counter 5 minutes before the guy decided to come over and serve. Yeah, you may be somewhat pretty, but Streatling's prettier. And if you're an early hiker like me, there is nothing to stop for in Goring before 10 a.m. Anyway, bye-bye. Well, here at South Stoke, and although I couldn't get a hot snack here, at least I have been able to get a cold one and a coffee. So, South Stoke, you knock Goring into a cocked hat. Okay, I did not enjoy that last stretch at all. From South Stoke along the Thames to the Molesford double suspension bridge, it's just muddy and slippery. And because it's so muddy, all of that mud just clings to your boots and doesn't let go. So you're just carrying all of this extra weight. And then because you've got this mass of mud stuck to your boots, you have no purchase on the ground underneath, so you're slipping and sliding everywhere. And trying to counterbalance with, you know, a big rucksack like this is a pain, to put it lightly. But looking at the Thames here, it's actually remarkably clear, and the bridge is really impressive. I understand the acoustics and the architecture are interesting, so let's go and check it out. So you can see here the brickwork is set at an angle, which is a pretty cool optical effect. And you can see that it's a span in the middle. So look at this brickwork. Oh! Okay. Eisenberg, Kingdom, Brunel. I think you've done it again. Impressive. Just catching up on the local gossip. So what we have here is a small remnant of the Second World War. This is a pillbox, or a military outpost. Those holes are for machine guns or snipers, and as you can see, it's heavily fortified, designed to basically hold the line against advancing troops. And of course, the Thames was an obvious route into and up through the country. So the Thames is littered with these pillboxes. The whole Ridgeway was. They were a little bit off route, but obviously the West Sussex Downs and the Chilterns represented a very large physical boundary to progress for Hitler's troops, and so they were fortified and manned mostly by the Home Guard, Dad's army. But if things had really heated up over here in a land war, then these would have seen action. As it is, they get to retire peacefully. thankfully. Now, beautiful and breathtaking as parts of the Ridgeway may be, we shouldn't forget that parts of it are pretty unpleasant, no matter how much you try and make it nice. Like this stretch of road between North Stoke and Nuffield, with the turn-offs to, I think, Watlington and Crowmarsh Gifford. I regret not feeling up to walking to Crowmarsh Gifford. If only to see the home of Jethro Tull, the agricultural innovator, not the band. But that's what happens when you decide to schlep 25 pounds with you completely without training. So we'll make the best of it, and much like the Ridgeway actually, which is making the best of it through these woods or boundary woods right next to this busy main road. It doesn't remove it, but it's a damn sight better than walking right alongside it. Fox Hill, take note. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, it's been snowing, hail and snow, for the last hour or so, and I've been going through these really slippery, muddy, wooded ups and downs. Would have been lovely on a summer's day, but it almost finished me, really. I've got to be honest. And I was thinking, okay, what are the options here for bugging out? And then I bumped into this lovely couple, as I've kept doing. Old gentleman, probably his daughter with him. Seemed like an old military type. You know, how much are you carrying? 30 pounds? As if that would be nothing more than a good sporting gesture. And gave me a Trebor mint and a pep talk, and told me where the good cake is, and that it's really only about 2 hours or so to a possible campsite. And I have to say, that's all put a bit of a spring in my step. So whether I make it to the campsite or not, and I'm going to try, I'm feeling a good deal better than I did an hour and a half ago. So thank you to all the lovely couples in the world that I keep bumping into. Now, it was snowing this morning and this afternoon. In fact, just before this it was snowing, and now look at that. It's beautiful. Hopefully, well, that's maybe a bit ominous, but hopefully I might get a nice night to dry out. We'll see.